Hi, it's Lennick here from Len's Crafty Life, and yesterday I went to the market in the nearby village to get some cheese for my husband, and then usually I pop into one of my favorite charity shops because it's a very cheap one. It's not very large, but it's very cheap, and they usually have a few bits and pieces that I'll pick up, and this is one of the things that I got yesterday. So it's this glass bowl with a saucer. And it was €1.50, and I like to pick these up to keep crafty things underneath on display, but also dust-free. Yay! I'm not very great on dusting, and so I do like to keep things dust-free in here. Like say if you have handmade flowers, then you can still put them on display, but they don't catch any dust, of course, when you put them below this. So very happy with this. So I'll probably put some handmade flowers underneath that. Then I picked up this. It's just some ribbon, quite simple ribbon, but it's always nice to have some ribbon on hand. And this was only 15 cents, either for tiny little roses or just, you know, for decoration on projects. I picked up these. Now, I'm not sure if it's known overseas, but this is from a craft called Paragon Manho. That's what we call it. It says on here as well, Paragon Manho. And at least that's what it's called over here. And it's a parchment craft. And years ago, I used to do some of that. And I picked up these tools for only €1. Normally, they're about €5 or €6 each. So these are about 6 tools for only €1, but especially the one with the little bowl you can use for flower making. If you have like paper flowers, and I've seen lots of videos you can see out here, they go over it with a little bowl to make the leaves curl. So that's basically the main reason why I picked this up. And these with the lids on, these are basically to punch holes in the parchment. You've got a 1 punch, a hole punch, a 2 hole punch, and this is even a 4 hole punch. They're very sharp. I already have some of these, but I thought for €1 I'll just pick them up if I happen to do it with, you know, some other people. Have a crafty morning. I'd like to organize something like that in the future. Then I have some extra tools. Then I picked up a lot of little scissors. They're actually children's scissors with these round tips. And I'm not sure what kind of scissor this is, but it's very round. And what I do with these, whenever I fly, I don't fly that often anymore, but I tend to do some cross stitch on the plane. And of course, pointy scissors you are not allowed to take with you. Now, the funny thing is, from here, from the Netherlands, via Schiphol Airport to any other country in the world so far, I've been allowed to take these small scissors with me. Their blade should not be any longer than 5 centimeters. And it should have a rounded tip. But the funny thing is, even to Israel, I was allowed to take these with me on the plane. But the funny thing is, on the way back to my own country, back home, they were confiscated at the airport, which I think is so silly. I took them to Uganda, which was no problem. And again, on the way back, they were confiscated. So I don't know. Schiphol is very, very strict on things, but these are allowed. But apparently not on the way back from other countries, which is quite funny. So, excuse me. Anyway, I picked these up because they were only 25 cents. So whenever I fly, don't fly that often anymore, but for 25 cents, I can take the risk to take these with me on the plane. If they're confiscated, I don't mind. I've got more. So I think those will come in handy for flying, to do some cross stitch. Then again, for the parchment paper crafts, Paragon Manho, so that's what it's called over here. And these are some crayons, some pastel crayon, well, not really pastel, but they call them Dorso pastels. But these are almost brand new, and I paid only €1 for this. So that will be nice to do some coloring in. I still have parchment paper, again, which is great for flower making. And these I do not have yet, and they're called Pega Color, again for the Paragon Manho parchment craft. Excuse me, and there's 12 of these coloring felt pens. Of course, I'm not sure if they still work well, but I thought I'll take the risk for €1. So I hope they do. Then I picked this little bag up, and there's lots of little bits and pieces in there. And this is only 50 euro cents, which for a bag full of goodies is quite good. So there's like these little roses. They're like fuchsia roses and some red roses. Oh, and I hadn't even seen these, and some blue and purple roses. And then there's different kinds of hearts in here. And there's lots of them, all these in there. Oh, and there's even a tiny little flower here. So all of these hearts are in there. And I'll just... Oh, and here these flowers. So all this, and even these were new. I think this is a new package even. These were new, €2.95, and I have this whole bag for only 50 cents. So I think that was a very good deal. I always love to use little flowers, little roses on my crafts. Then I picked up some binders. Oh, you can probably hardly see, but these are the large binders with the 4, you know, clips in there. And this one is a little bit wider. This one is a little bit narrower. And these were both 30 cents. And I also got these for 35 cents. This is brand new. These are like pockets to, it's basically actually for photos. These are like 4 little pockets on a page. It's an A4 sized page, but what I use them for, or I've started using these for, it's like this was the binder that I already had. And basically I got a big shot for Christmas, and I have started to cut out some die cuts. And I thought, if I pre-cut, you know, just whenever I feel like it, if I just pre-cut some, then whenever I want to make a card or something else, I just have to flick through this book and see what I got, pick it out. So these are in light pink, and I haven't done much yet, but this is like the page for pocket letters with the 9 holes, or the 9 pockets I should say, so for smaller ones. So I'm gonna organize this. It says frames here, so I'll put here some frames, and after here I've got some circles, which will be great for backing flowers, even fabric flowers. You can put like a little bit of paper circle behind it, or with felt, as most tend to do. And this is a little flower, so I haven't got more yet, but I've got all these labels here, so I can label it on leaves, on flowers, on circles, on frames, on corners, on, well, you name it, on animals. So that's what I want to use those for, to kind of you know, work up a little bit for cards. And then I got this bag. Oh, not sure what I paid for it. Here it says €2. Here it says $2.50. Here it says 50 cents. I'm not sure, I'll probably pay $2.50 for it, but there's lots of laces in here, which I think are very pretty. So I got this whole bag, say for $2.50, and there's quite a bit of that. So this is one. Then again there's one in black, which is again quite pretty. Don't do much with black yet, but it's always good to have some in your stash. Then there's this one, which is very pretty, I think, because if you look well, you can see the flowers, and there's butterflies here. See the butterfly? So I thought that was very special. I've never seen them with butterflies in there yet. So this is a very nice piece of lace. I think it's quite old. Looks very vintage. And then there's a good piece of this, which will be great for flower making, or even just for wall hangings to make a nice edge. Some broderie anglaise, and there's quite a bit of that. Then I got some more broderie anglaise. This is a smaller trim, which I think this one will be really, really pretty for some flower making, like that. So, and then there is this. So this has like nice edges. This will be nice maybe for a fabric book or something. I haven't made fabric books yet, but I hope to do so sometime soon. And then there is this broderie anglaise trim. Let me see, I think this is probably the front, which again is very pretty to make a nice edging on a project. Oh, then there's a black zipper in there. Not sure what if I'm ever going to use that, but anyway. And then there's some of this fabric. These are like two fabric strips. This one has like alphabet letters on there, but in different scripts. And this has some script on there as well. So that will be nice to use as well. So all of that, quite a bit, for only $2.50. So that was a pretty good deal, I think. Then you can guess whom I got this for, because it says Paris. Yay! Like anything and everything with Paris. This is a very tall mannequin. There's no way I can fit this in frame. It's about, I think it's about 60 centimeters tall. Not sure what that is in inches, maybe 25 inches, I think, or 30 inches. No, probably 25 inches. And this is, of course, for my daughter Megan. She has a Paris themed room, and I first wanted to keep it as a birthday present for her, but she's not really into black, so I wasn't sure. I thought if she does not want this, look at the shoes here. So funny. I thought if she does not want this, then I'll decorate it. But I just showed it to her, and of course, because it says Paris, she wants it in her room for decoration. So this was €1.50. So she'll get it now. She's already seen it, so I'm not going to keep it for her birthday anymore. So that's going up in her room. Then I had lost a bag, or misplaced a bag that I, from a few bits and pieces that I got, I think a few weeks back in my own charity shop, and I just found it again. And this is, I think I'll show you this one first. This is a very pretty bracelet, and I got this for 50 cents. And these are glass beads, and they're like pink, but there's like, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's tiny little roses on there, or a little bit of flowers. So I think these will look absolutely lovely on stick pins, I think. And then there's a little flower charm here, so I'll take that apart and use it for stick pins. And then I got this. I think there's probably supposed to be a clip on here to hang it on your bag or something, but these again are glass beads. They are quite large, but I got this again for 50 euro cents. You can just about see that. And these are all different with flowers on there, so again I'll use these for stick pins. This one is a very soft green. It's a bit darker. This is quite nice, the Russian doll. Quite nice. Never seen that in a bead yet. Another one with flower. Another one of these. So use that for stick pins. Then I got this one for free, because my colleagues thought we can't sell it, and I'll probably take out the glitter that's in there. There's a lot of glitter in there. And one other colleague, she just saved me this flower. Knowing that I'm into crafts, she saved me that flower also for free, because we won't sell that. And then I picked up also in my own charity shop for 50 cents some of these brushes. I use them to sometimes with gesso to paint on, to go over colors if I find colors too bright, so mainly for gesso. Then I got these hankies, which I think are great, for only 50 cents. And these are brand new, very vintage, very old, I think. Well, very, maybe 25 years or something, I guess. With these pretty little flowers, roses on there. so I can use those on some projects or fabric books. Then I got this. This one is a bit hard to show. I'll try. It's like a cape. Sorry, it's coming. Bear with me. I have to get the right side up. No, so that was not the right side up. It's like a little cape, so it's quite narrow here at the top. And for €1.50 I got this. Apparently it's been steam cleaned. And this is like a little cape for a little, like a dressed up bride. So there's this lovely little trim, but there is at the bottom these applique pieces, which I think are very, very pretty. So this was probably for, you know, a little child to dress up for. You know, we've got Carnival here in February, and children dress up in whatever they like. So I thought this was really nice. There's some more of these with these appliques, like these larger ones. They're so pretty. So all of this for €1.50, which was pretty good, I think. And then lastly, I got for free from my colleague from the book department, I got these 2 books. We sell a lot of books with music paper, but we can't sell everything. We just get so much. So this paper is great, of course, to craft with. I've got quite a bit of these now. I should actually start using them. I haven't used them yet. So those are, again, my treasures, my current treasures. Hope you liked, you enjoy. And thanks for watching, and have an absolutely wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye.